Alright, so what have we learned about the story of creation, guys? One thing, after looking at what happened after the third day, I know a lot more than I did 24 hours ago, okay? So on the third day we create lots of fives, guys, because ultimately 3 makes 4 makes 5. Now, if you're literally stuck in the cube, a Saturn game, or the cube of Saturn matrix, the only way out of it is love. You gotta make a bunch of V's, guys. So, third day created a bunch of 5s. When you map out the cellular math in the table of creation, you understand that you create what looks like a depiction of Solomon's key. You know, I don't know, to open Pandora's box, which is not infinite bad stuff, guys. It's understanding creation, to understand what numbers are and the mathematics behind creation, which will ultimately lead to the creation of energy. So, 3 makes 4 makes 5. After the third day is quintessential because that's when life was created. The first type of life, plants, guys. Take it slow. Pay attention to the details, okay? So life was created. Something special happened, okay? Break the story of creation. That's all I did. All I did is break the story of creation down into like rows and columns of numbers of lights, guys. I decoded a story. It is a powerful story. One which the Vatican has a little more than something to say or do about it, if you know what I mean. They are teaching you a false doctrine. They are not teaching you about creation. Now, I have not decoded every religion, and I have not decoded every language. It's all the same story told a different way. It's a bunch of symbols or characters, okay, that we as a collective have associated with certain things in our reality. Like a chair is called a chair because we as a collective decided to call it a chair. Because someone told us to. Why? I still haven't answered that question, guys. Why is the chair called a chair? In time, I'm sure. So, now, cellular math, it's real, guys, okay? It's as simple as I'm showing it to be. I'm actually floored that I've never heard of the concept of cellular math, or, you know, I don't know, I went to a lot of school, guys. I did like a lot of algebra and crazy friggin' nonsensical math about the size and shape and speed of rotation and mass of things that I can't see and perceive with my eyes. Okay? I did a lot of useless math about shit like that, guys. It's been really useful so far, if you know what I mean. So, whatever. So, I mean, university. Yeah, I got a piece of paper that says I'm employable, which means I can think and handle deadlines of whatever garbage nonsense they throw at me. Whatever they want me to sponge up, I can sponge up and be an obedient slave to their teachings. Okay? That's why the university is not going to help me with free energy, guys. I would love to work with any institution to be able to test and expand upon the basic principles that I have discovered upon decoding 3/4 of a page of text that billions of people have read before. I wonder how much time people have spent on Genesis 1 in their life. I know it's the first page, and when you're like eager to start reading a book, I'm pretty sure you get through the first page really quickly. That's a thick book, guys. It's a big puppy. The Bible. Yeah, I'll read the Bible all right, guys. Sure. And and not gonna happen, guys. So, and I'm not saying that to be, you know, whatever. I say that if anyone's read the Bible, it's somehow a negative or derogatory comment, but it's not what I mean. I'm just saying that I don't think I can learn. That's kind of arrogant, just me saying, but I don't know if I can actually withstand chunking myself through the Bible, because I'm pretty sure that if I made one of the epiphanies I've been making on the first page of the Bible, if I gave the actual entire text a once over, it could be very time consuming. And time is something in a luxury that I do not presently have. But what is interesting about the first page of the Bible, okay? It's just quantifiable. It's text, guys. It's creation of letters. Whatever. Creation of letters, you know, we should pick numbers that are cataloged in books that are numbered by passages, okay? I enjoy doing the gematria decodes and seeing the gematria of scriptures quotes, because when I go look them up, they're very interesting, guys. I don't know, synchronistic if you may, but I'm really trying to push the fact that anyone can do this. It's just altering your perception of reality. Think of a string vibrating in the middle, okay? And everybody else is around it. Once all of those different wavelengths converge on a single frame of reference, that's when we become one. So all you have to do is, like, I have to do it too. Like, I'm trying to convince myself about this creation nonsense. I'm trying to convince myself that it's doable. I'm trying to convince myself that it's going to be that life-changing, because I literally can't believe that I don't know if I understand what I found, guys, is what I'm kind of trying to say, I guess. I don't understand probably everything about the significance of this whole dealio. And yes, I'm not very scientifical, you know, I don't have time. This is my off time, guys. I mean, being a human being and cataloging my free time, it's like actually quite depressing. This is not how I'm supposed to live my life, okay? I need to take an idea and run. Prove its concept so I can enjoy the time that I have here. It seems to be taking an awful long time. I'm pretty sure a few cat videos were made today that got seen by a large fraction of the collective or population. Okay? What did you learn from a cat video? I don't know. I like learning. I like hearing what people have to say about stuff. You know, I process it in my own little way. Yeah, we invented a new pool game today, actually. So it's, you need a dartboard to play it, because that's how you count the points. You don't need a whiteboard or chalkboard or anything like that. You just need a dartboard, because when the Freemasons invented pool, they obviously were, you know, probably also invented the billiard, or the, what's it called? Darts. It's probably a fancy name for darts, but I don't know it. So, they're just a Masonic representation of secret hidden knowledge of numbers and their insignificance, guys. I can decode pool, I can decode the dartboard, I can decode whatever things like effortlessly, guys. So we came up with a new pool game, a new way of scoring and everything. So the 8 ball, if you call and sink the 8 ball and you bank it, you get a point per bank and a point to sink the 8 ball. So when you are on the 8 ball, you don't have to bank the 8, but you're only going to get 1 point if you sink it. You know, if you do triple bank and sink the 8, then you get 4 points, because the 8 ball also counts as a point. Now, if during the game you mess up and you hit the 8 ball before any other ball, the game's not over, guys. You just lose 3 points, okay? And you use the dartboard to go up and down to count your points, okay? The bigger spaces of the numbers are the positive points. The smaller spaces are the negative points, okay? The ones that are closer to the bullseye are negative. So you start at 0, so I just chose 20, okay? Because it's like, you know, a 12 o'clock position. And then you count your points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. And you move your dart appropriately on the board. The game is over until one of you reaches 21. Positive or negative, guys, okay? And after the break, the table is considered open, meaning that the 1 ball and the 9 ball are open. to confirm either high balls or low balls. So the idea is you have to sink them chronologically, okay? And if you hit your ball and you don't sink it, you're at 0. If you mess up in any way, you get -1. But if you sink your ball, you get +1. And then you keep track of your points on the board. We played one game. The score at the end was 6-0. Woo! So interesting. Anyway, I don't know where I am, but that was pretty cool. Inventing a pool game. Like, I'm trying to think what the Masons would be thinking when they, you know, were sitting in their lodges, getting drunk and doing whatever. They're inventing games like pool and billiards. So that's cool. I mean, they know about creation. It's a game of creation. It's really fun. I'm enjoying my time. So, like, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. I'll stop rambling, guys. Cheers.